Hello everybody, Chris Wood here. Welcome to my channel. For anyone that sees this and tunes in, this is very serious and very important. I am being slowly murdered. I'm being seriously brain injured. I'm being numbed down constantly. I am the victim of Ontario Provincial Police. I've been seriously brain injured. I have been skull deformed. I have been body mutilated. I have been medically blacklisted. Doctors here are involved in these crimes. It is a revenge retaliation crime against me for speaking of police crimes back in 2019. As a result, I became a victim. Been kidnapped, sex assaulted, lies, cover-ups, time buying, arrest refusals except for on me to deflect the crimes. I am being seriously injured and deformed, and the whole point of this is so I forget about the crimes that are taking place with me. I am the victim of identity theft, and it is being done to me by a wanted sex offender, human trafficker, who is a co-offender with and for O.P.P. I'm getting scared. I'm getting shit on my face. This is from being broadcasted through from remote narrow monitoring by a bunch of meth-fed friggin' pieces of garbage who are co-offenders with O.P.P. Blair Hardy, William Bill Wooldridge, Tyler Lake. He's one of the biggest meth heads in Napanee, and he is using this on me constantly, along with Javen Allstein. They are guilty of aiding in my identity theft. They are guilty of human trafficking, and they are co-drug traffickers with O.P.P, and they're guilty of attempted murder. This is Blair Hardy. He is allegedly in jail right now, but he is a co-offender and boss to and for O.P.P. Spencer Mills, 14716, Staff Sergeants, ex-Chief Shannon Cork, Robert Kane, Robert Lucas, a woman named Stacy, and a Shelley Hafner. He is boss to doctors here at Lennox and Addington County General Hospital, Dr. Tatiana V., Dr. Joy Hadley, Dr. Barton, Dr. Pritchard, Dr. McGregor, Dr. Waldron, triage nurses Terry, triage nurse Tanya, triage nurse David, and Paladin security guard here. They're guilty of 3 years of crimes on me: medical blacklisting, arrest refusals, lies, time buying, cover-ups. And as a result, my mother was stalked. My mother was murdered through William Wooldridge of 149 Center Street North. And Blair Hardy, they were calling her mom as well, because they were told that she is their mother and that we were switched at birth. And he believes it. No association with this, no relation with them in any way, shape, or form. I'm going through identity theft by Blair Hardy, who is allegedly in jail, but he is still using remote neural monitoring on me. This is the one known as William Bill Wooldridge that lives at 149 Center Street North. The one is guilty of this. He wears glasses now. He is bald. He did have a goatee. And if he was actually arrestable, all of this could be proven. But he is boss. He is alleged Hells Angels Ontario chapter leader, along with Blair Hardy, who is allegedly Bandito's leader. And they are the bosses to police human sex trade, slavery, trafficking, identity thefts and frauds, financial thefts and frauds, elderly murders, medical blacklisting, deform and mentally screwing their victims up, buy-in time, using inmates and sex offenders, pedophilia by the police and their inmates selling your children, O.P.P, are buying and selling lives like they own them here. I am the victim. I was sold for murder because I spoke of their crimes, and this is why all these people are unarrestable. Once again, this is Tyler Lake, and these people need to be found immediately, and they need to be arrested and charged for murder and attempted murders. This is no joke. That there is Jason Van Alstyne. They are very seriously dangerous pieces of garbage because of who they are and working with and for police. They are drug-fed, money-paid co-offenders. They are the ones that are using remote neuromonitoring on me and passing it around and using it to mentally screw me up while they're getting paid a lot of money and drugs for doing this so O.P.P can play Pontius Pilate. Once again, this is remote neuromonitoring. When I start talking about implants, microchips, and all this proves that this tech has been in use and that they do use it, and it's being used criminally by police and their inmates for criminal purposes. That's just how they're getting away with their crimes. They're using it to screw up people's central nervous systems, which is causing brain damages in their victims, how they're getting away with their crimes, how they are human trafficking, causing memory losses in their victims, the buying time, getting their victims medically blacklisted because of them using this kind of tech on them to get away with it, trying to make their victims look mentally ill when they're not because of this bullshit. And this is how they're doing it, trying to make your victims in lies and not having to prove nothing, having your doctors here to cover up your crimes for you. That's the reason Lennox and Eddington doctors here exist. That's the reason this hospital exists, is to cover crimes for O.P.P. And I've proven it for 3 years. There is doctors here that need to be arrested and they need to be criminally felony charged because they are too dangerous. They should lose their license and they should be locked up in prison. They owe me a lot of money for what you've done to me, for your criminal boss, and for O.P.P and for yourselves. I've done nothing but speak of police crimes as a result. I've had lies against me stating I'm a criminal and I've never been in jail. I was never had a record until I was charged by O.P.P and the doctors here to deflect the crimes on me for wanting it done to them for so long. And I will not be proven wrong. Kidnapped to try to stop me from what I'm showing and proving and what I have proven and how it's being done and by whom. Sex assaults being laughed in my face at by doctors because of it being me and because of it being by police and Wooldridge, who's untouchable. I was told by the human trafficking hotline that men cannot be human trafficked and the police cannot do it. Bullshit. And this is why they are getting away with it. CSIS themselves have been caught for human trafficking. RCMP and Toronto police have been caught for human trafficking, and O.P.P are doing it too, unsuspecting and under unsuspecting eyes and noses because of how it's being done, using this tech to have room to have invasive to spying on people invasively through this tech because they can see me doing this, they can hear me doing it right now while I'm doing it. And I have had this on me used for 3 years. I was shot by the ex-O.P.P chief in my right ear back in August of 2019, and that's when the problem started. That's when the lies against me started. That's when the medical blacklisting started against me. and I am very well aware of who it is done, who is responsible, and how it is being done. I have proven the damages to me. I have proven the crimes that have taken place with me, but yet I cannot do anything about it because of who it's being done to and from once again. They even have a justice of the peace to make accusations for them, to obstruct, to make accusations of people being high on marijuana and hallucinating, being sodomized. I don't think so. Is that what you would say to a child that was possibly harmed by a predator? Is that how it would take? Or would the doctors here laugh at them? Or if it was a female, would it be taken serious? Probably not. This is the kind of filth that works here. And they get paid public money for doing this to people. I spoke of police crimes, and as a result, right now, I have no stimulation in my head or feeling whatsoever from going through 3 years of damages and having my brain constantly burned out of my head from EMFs and radiation by all of these different junkies who were using this on me, who are crackheads, who are heroin addicts, who use fentanyl, who all use all this other garbage drugs that I have nothing to do with, nor do I want anything to do with. I do not do that shit. I have not done any of that since 2012, and I want no part of it. But yet, when all of these people are using this on me to broadcast through me, I feel the effects, and this is why I'm getting the scabs. This is, look at Tyler Lake. I guarantee if he was found and brought out of hiding, he would have all that fucking shit on his face as well. They're all a bunch of punks, 30 years old. I even have a guy that hangs around with him. He uses remote neuro monitoring on me to sleep with me at night. This is the kind of garbage that is. I go through this 24/7. This is how they're making people, a lot of people who may not be aware that this tech exists. This is how they are getting away with the crimes. They are making them look mentally ill when they're not. Lies against people stating that they're on drugs when they do not do them, and nobody has to prove anything against anyone. Even the O.P.P could prove the crimes against me from when they got my mugshots back last December of 2021, when after I was charged back actually a year ago. I believe it was around October 13th, 14th, a year ago that happened. And then I was kept away from the hospital conveniently for 8 months approximately for their bullshit lies against me. This whole side of my face is completely screwed. I've lost serious deforming on my skull. This is no more. This is no longer. Look, the whole right side of my face is puffing up. It's because I'm getting air going through my head. My skull has been split. You can see the clear line on my head, and it goes right down the middle and right down the back to where I have that spot on my head that I conveniently have had since all of this started as well, that will not heal up. And that's where I get the electricity from. That's where I get the shocking from. That's where I get the burning from, and that's where it swells up from. It goes through my jugular system. This whole right side of my face is where this all started, and it's all pushing over towards the left, and this is all being sunk in while I'm taking on the form of all these different friggin' scumbags who are untouchable and unarrestable here in Napanee. Love all, hate none.